And good morning. Happy Monday to all of you. Hope all of you are doing well and had a great weekend. So, here we are with our new week of meditation. And one of the things that I'm sure you've been watching the news, it's been, according to the news, the number of COVID cases are going up in the US. And we have to do our part. I hope all of you are staying safe and healthy. So what we'll do is we'll do our meditation as we always do, and then we'll just, same thing, just project the energy the best we can. One of the things that you need to figure out is something like this. Whether you like it or not, life goes on, right? In different parts of the world, if it's not an earthquake, it's a flood. If it's not a flood, it's COVID. If it's not COVID, it's something else. And once this is over, something else will happen. And I'm not trying to be negative, but it's just to look at life from a perspective that is a journey. And whether you like it or not, the soul will have challenges. The soul will have great things happen. It's just the cycle of life. And I'm sharing this with you because oftentimes we get so fixated on one particular event. For example, if you have somebody who's very sick, somebody that's very close to you, if somebody that passed, right? Or your body's sick, or you lost money, or suddenly you got a raise and things are great. Your life is good. It just goes up and down. And these are basically the teachings of the Buddha, where everything is subject to change. Everything will change, whether you like it or not. So one of the causes of suffering, according to the Lord Buddha, is the unrealistic expectation that things will always be the same. In fact, he was a little more, extremist. He said, one of the causes of suffering is the unrealistic expectation that good times will always be good. And of course, when you look at it that way, okay, oh man, you're being negative. Well, if you look at the big picture, essentially, he's looking at, worst case scenario. If you notice that good times will not always be good, then you can handle what's bad. Then when things are bad, things can always improve. Make sense? So it's how you look at it. And I remember the way my teacher taught it to me was something like this. He goes, when a situation happens, most people go crazy. People panic, and then, they cannot think clearly, emotionally they're going crazy. And he goes like this. Here's how you handle it. You look at the situation. You ask yourself a simple question. Number one, what is the worst thing that could happen? Number two, can you live with it? Number three, if you can't, what are you going to do about it? So if you put your attention there and look at what's the worst case scenario, if you go, worst case scenario is, anyway, things will be okay. Maybe you lost money. Maybe, you won't be as healthy initially, but your body will heal. Okay, if you can live with that, then why go crazy, right? And then next thing is like, if you don't like it, what are you going to do about it? What are the options? In other words, you're taking it from the solar plexus, which is like stress, like that. You bring it up to the throat and the Ajna chakra. The throat chakra chops it down, breaks down. That's called the concrete mind. The concrete mind basically takes something and break it down. It's the nature of the mind to keep comparing. In order to compare something, you have to take something, chop it down into pieces, and then analyze it, understand it, and then synthesize it and come up with a plan. That's why it goes from solar plexus, stressing out of your mind, it goes to your throat, break it down, break it down, analyze it, and then the Ajna chakra, look at the different pieces, arrange it in a certain way, synthesize it, and come up with a plan. Make sense? So the way he said is, what's the worst thing could happen? Can you live with it? If you can, move on with life. If you don't like it, you can't live with it, what are the options? From there, you formulate a plan, and you use your will and move forward with it. And if you look at it, if you approach life that way, then you say, everything's subject to change. We'll just flow with it. We'll roll with it. Well, some people, they look at everything from like this. So one little thing happened, they explode, they go crazy. And then, finally, we're over that. And then the next thing happened, they explode again. So their life is like this. And you notice there's some people that are just chill, right? They just chill like, anyway, it is what it is. What are the options? This option, good. This option, not so good. Let's go this one. Between the two, both are not good. Well, which one is worse? This worse. Let's pick this one. And so when you look at it from the mental viewpoint rather than the emotional viewpoint, guess what happens? You're able to observe it. And that's the biggest thing we keep repeating to you. The secret is the ability to observe. And you cannot observe when you're swimming in the crap. Make sense? You cannot see things clearly when you're swimming in it, you're emotionally going crazy, you're mentally confused. You can't. So the secret is to pull yourself out and observe. That's why a lot of people don't like Buddhism. It's not emotional. You know what I mean? You just say, the Lord Buddha teaches, what is the cause of this suffering? All right, these are the causes. Well, everything's subject to change, so what am I going to do about it? What are my options? Well, everything is supposed to change anyway, so, all right, so this is what's going on. But we know nothing lasts forever, good or bad, so anyway, this will change. So how do we make the situation better? So there is suffering in life, not that all life is suffering. Okay, remember we talked about it. That's a mistranslation. What are the causes of suffering? This suffering can end, but I don't want to make it last, so I want to end it quickly. So I go to number 4. How do I end it? The Eightfold Path. Number 1, right viewpoint. Let me look at it properly. Anyway, these are the options. Okay. Okay, what's a right? What is right thought? Right thought would be, okay, let's look at what we want and put our attention there. Okay, what's right speech? After I think about it, how do I deal with it? Okay, how do I talk to other people? How do I talk to myself? Okay, after thinking and right speech, what's the right action? What do I do? And how do I adjust my lifestyle so it becomes the right lifestyle so I can deal with it? You know, it's very dry. It's very mental. That's why some people don't like to go, but I don't feel the passion. You have to realize passion could be good or bad. Because most people think that passion is like that. Yeah, if you're aiming in the right direction and you go, oh, that's good, you go in the right direction. If you're going down the toilet, you go to the toilet very quickly. You get my point? So a lot of people don't think about it. They just say, I just have to be passionate about it. It's good to be passionate if you aim it at the right direction. A lot of you come from Tony Robbins' event, right? You see, so I've talked to people, they mistaken passion to just being emotional. If you study Tony's teachings, it's very simple. First, he thinks about, okay, you have to be in the right emotional state. Okay, you feel good. And then you have to have the right strategy. You get the idea? So it's not just like, oh, I'm just be passionate about whatever. You have to think, okay, what are the proper options? Option 1, option 2, option 3. You know, option 2 makes the most sense. Or that's what I want to do with my life. Okay, now I'm going to pour my energy into it. He didn't say just, okay, just be passionate about everything and go. You know, you could be enthusiastic and go in the wrong direction. You notice there are people like that? They just go purely by feeling. They don't use their head. So some people mistaken, like, no, don't use your mind. Just go with what you feel. That's stupid. Because it's a nature of the emotional body to go up and down. So if you happen to be up, that's great. If you're down, good luck. It's the fastest way down the toilet. You get my point? That's why, if you think about it, and I'm very, very blessed because I have the opportunity to be, personally with Tony when I talk to him. The guy's very passionate, but the guy's super smart. He first think, okay, what are the options? What's the right thing to do? Once you have that story, then you pour your energy into it. You pour your emotions. Make sense? So don't mistake that, okay, I just have to use my heart. You have to realize God gave you a heart and a brain. And most people, they say, no, don't think, just go with your heart. Okay, you have to realize one thing. You assume your heart chakra is clean. If your heart chakra is muddied by what you feel in your solar plexus, then your passion could be all over the place. However, if whatever is going through in your life, you're stressed out of your mind, and you're able to break it down and break down, analyze it, and then understand it, and then from there you combine your ajna and your heart, then it becomes focus, passion. Clear? Don't go with this. That's why I've met people who they're very, very emotional with everything. They don't think. So when they hear Tony's message, oh, just be passionate, they go there. So one day they're passionate about this. Next day they're passionate. By the time a whole year goes by, they're passionate about 20 different things. Then what happens? They accomplish nothing. Make sense? So the key is to have right viewpoint. Okay, what are the options? Okay, this is the best one so far. Now, since it's the best one so far, I'm going to pour all my emotions, my thoughts, my emotions into it. That's what you call focused passion. But you can't do that if you're going crazy. If you can't see things clearly, it's not going to work. Make sense? So the key is to understand what the Lord Buddha taught. He says, what is right viewpoint? Careful observation. What is really going on? Based on what I see, what is the proper interpretation? Okay, but whether it be relationships, whether it be your health, whether it be your job, your career, whether it's spirituality. First, proper, careful observation. What's going on? What is the market? What's happening to the market? What are the options? You cannot say, oh, I just have this passion to do things, but there's no market for it. Your passion is going to go down the toilet. You have to say, okay, I'm passionate about my art. I really want to produce art. Then you ask yourself, is there a market for it? There is no market. Then what I'll do is I'll hold on to that passion, put it aside temporarily, right? And then think, okay, what else am I passionate about? Oh, I'm passionate about this. Hey, there are options because there are people out there who might be interested. Then you make a plan and you pour your energy into it. Make sense? That's that. Very simple. That's why, some of you say, yeah, but my passion is to serve. Okay, hear me out. And this is what the Holy Master Dwal Kul, the Tibetan teacher, said. Service is a spontaneous outflow of a loving heart and an intelligent mind. This great teacher didn't say, oh, service is just open your heart and serve. Hello, you might have the good intention to serve, but there's no one to serve, or you're dead broke, or you don't have the resources. Yeah, good luck with that. Right? You have the heart to serve, then you have an intelligent mind. It's just like if you have so much money that you want to help people with. I remember my teacher used to say, giving money away is not that easy. Because you want to make sure that whatever money goes out that you're using to serve, I mean, this is purely altruistic, right? You want to help other people. Even then, that money has to be allocated properly. So number one, you get the most service, or you can help the most number of people with minimal resources. So if you have a lot, you can even help more people. Now, if you give mindlessly, then that money is wasted. Okay? So don't mistake passion being no-brainer or having no brain. Everything is balance. You have to have a loving heart. You have this passion to do something. You have to think it through properly, and you have to execute. That's why you are a being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. Balance. Unfortunately, I've seen a lot of people who label spirituality as just being very loving, good intention, idealistic, and just spacing out. And then you look at it 10 years down the line, what have you done? Oh, I'm just still waiting for the signal from my guides. Your guides are already pounding you in the head with all this information, stuff that you need to do, but you choose to be just spacing out. It's just like many years ago. I remember I was I think it was in New Mexico. There's this student, she's so loving, she has a great eye, she's a great heart, and she really wants to serve people. She comes up to me, she goes, I want to open up a big spiritual center that all traditions, all religions can come in and serve the community. I go, great, wonderful. And she goes, I need your help. Okay, what do you want me to do? Well, I want to include pranic healing. Great. Give me a business plan. She goes, I'll come with it. Okay. 3 months, I came back to the place to teach another class. And she come up to me, she goes, oh, I want to do this. Okay, all right, what's your business plan? Oh, I'm still working. Okay, I mean, take for granted her project is big, so it probably needs more time. A year goes by, I come back again. Oh, I want to do this. I'm going, okay, what's your plan? Because I have this passion for, okay, what's your plan? 5 years down the line, nothing. You get my point? So that's why when people tell me, I have this intention, I have this, and I go, yeah, show me. You know where I learned that from? My teacher. Because when I first started, Master, I want to spread plant healing all over the universe. No, I didn't say that. I want to do this. He goes, okay, that's good. What's your plan? Master, I'm going to do this. Okay, show me your plan. That's why I always said, if you remember, if you've ever been with me in UPW, my last slide says what? Seekers are achievers. If you're a spiritual seeker, that means you have all this energy, you have all this intuition, you have all this love and all that, right? It has to be focused on something, boom, to produce result. You cannot say, I have the intention to feed all these hungry people and sit on your ass and do nothing without a plan. Get the idea? I want to do this and that. Okay, that's great, that's nice. What's your plan? Sharpening the mind is a manifestation that you are a being of divine intelligence. Now you say, but I know people, they're not that smart, they just, they just guided. Great, but you have to realize one thing. Intuition has to be balanced by the intellect. What does that mean? You have all this information coming in from your teachers, your guides, your angels, and all the great spiritual beings, but your processor still has to be able to interpret it and make it usable. Get the idea? Why do you think that if ever you attend our class, our lectures, what do I always focus on? Whatever you're studying, what is the principle behind it? What is the mechanism that makes it tick? What are the techniques or applications for what you just learned? You notice that? Because in everything in life, even if you want to experience, you want to achieve enlightenment, enlightenment has a process. Just because you don't know the process doesn't mean it's not there. Sharpening of the mind. Study, study, study. That's why if you read a lot of books of these great teachers, they don't just say, close your eyes and love. No, they explain it to you, make you understand it. So when you understand it, you'll say, okay, I'll do this. You know why? Very few people have certainty without understanding. Very, very few. There are. They're called fanatics. Right? Somebody tells them, okay, let's jump off the building because God will catch you. Out of 1 billion people, maybe 2 or 3. Because they have certainty, I have faith. The rest? Well, okay, I just make sure that God has a big parachute or God has a big cushion down there. You understand? So certainty comes from understanding. So when you sharpen your mind, you go, okay, this is the path for me to have financial success. So at least you kind of get an idea. You don't get fixated on it because some people, again, I'm referring to it because a lot of you came from Tony's event, the tyranny of the how. Remember that? Some of you took it. Like, people overthink something. The problem is, they take it for, I've talked to people, they go, oh yeah, that means you don't think because there's the tyranny of how. You just say, this is what you want, put your passion to it. No. If that's the case, why would Tony have business mastery? Why would he have these other things that you have to take classes or Date with Destiny and other events where they try to say, okay, what is wrong with your life? What is it what you think? What do you think? Why do you bother wasting those time? Why don't you just say, okay, be passionate about be loving and at the end with it? That'd be a short class. Certainty comes from understanding. And understanding comes from sharpening your mind, understanding what needs to be done, and then once you have it, you pour everything into it. That's what it means. Like with what I do here, I sat down, thought about what my teacher taught me, and I go, okay, what do people need? People need inner peace. When people are going through difficult times with the pandemic, loss of job, loss of this, loss of that, what are they looking for? Oh, okay, they need this. Okay, what can I use with what I've taught in order to share that with them so to alleviate their suffering and make their life better? I didn't just say, oh, I'm just passionate about serving other people. Let me turn on the mic and the microphone. I will come up with BS. Belief systems. Right? Now, I've noticed when I talk like this, some people get turned off. They go, no, that's not that. Well, then go find another teacher. This is not for you. I'm not here to please everyone. I want people who are loving, intelligent, and the will to do good. That's the message. So as I keep doing this day after day, week after week, month after year after year, it has a weeding out process. The people who are lazy asses, I don't want you. Go find another teacher who will enable your laziness. The people who are lazy thinkers, they just want everything fed to them, same thing. Go find another teacher who'll do that for you. What we're looking for are people who are loving, they have the heart to serve, at the same time, they have a sharp mind. They don't swallow everything. Not even everything I say. They understand, yes, this is right, this doesn't apply to me. Good. And then the most important part is execution. They don't just sit there and go, yeah, that's interesting. That's cool, man. I like that teaching. Then you're going to be looking like those Greeks and those Romans in ancient times where They sit in a big, they stand or sit in a big hall and they just discuss and discuss and discuss and argue and talk and nothing gets done, and while the people are suffering. Useless. So let me finish it with this and then we'll meditate. I remember my teacher used to say, look, spirituality is not just meditation and chanting. Spirituality is using what you've learned to improve yourself so you can serve others. That's why in ancient times, these great spiritual teachers, these great holy masters, have disciples that are experts in literature, in warfare, believe it or not, warfare, strategy, governing, finances, and then what the teachers do is they train them and they send them out to compete. As they compete, they become governors, they become military generals, and so on and so on. So these great people, a lot of them are disciples of great spiritual teachers, and they mold the world. Now, translate that to the present time. Present time is you guys study, you guys meditate, you have a good heart, you have a will to serve. That's how you change the world. You don't change the world by meditating all the problems away in the world. It's okay. I'll just chant Om. By chanting Om, it becomes, oh my God, they disappear. Yeah, I wish. That'd be fantastic. If that's the case, I'll be the first one to sign up. You don't change your life, your family, your finances by sitting go, oh my God, I hope this improves. Oh my God, I hope things get better. If that's how you believe, go find another teacher. We don't do that stuff here. We try to understand what's going on, we formulate a plan, and we pour our entire being into it to make it successful. Okay? I know with this talk, some of you will disappear, which is fine. That means it's not for you. The ones who stay, then the message is ringing through to your soul because it will not change. That's always going to be the message. God willing, God gives me, I don't know how many more years to do this. It's going to be the same message. You get bored? Too bad. That's the way we're going to do it because that's the way my teacher taught it to me. And without him, I'll probably be a bum. So if he has changed my life with these teachings, I want to translate that into teachings that will also help you. Let's meditate. To the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Tuakok Sui Mahagu Jemeling, we humbly invoke for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, help, and protection. Thank you for blessing us with a loving and serving heart, an intelligent and a sharp mind, and a powerful will. In full faith, so it is. All right, shall we? Take your left hand, tap the center of your chest. Take your right hand, tap your crown. We'll do the meditation twin hearts. You guys are going, after all that forceful talk, now we're not going to do a lovey-dovey. Well, that's why it's called balance. Okay? All right, you guys ready? Put your hand like this. Be aware of your heart. Be aware of your hands. Visualize the earth in front of you. Now repeat with me. We are one. Our hearts are one. Our souls are one. There is only oneness. We are one. Be aware of your heart and your hands. Fill the earth with beautiful pink light. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace. Wherever there's hatred anywhere in the world, let me sow love. Bless every person, every being on earth with peace and with love. Especially at this time, there's so many people who are suffering in many ways, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. Flood them with unconditional love. Could be your family, your friends, your relatives, your people you work with. Just flood every person, every being with peace, inner peace, and love. Saturate the entire being with unconditional love. Especially the people you're not getting along with. Flood them with unconditional love. The reason it's called unconditional love is whether they like you or not, you flood them with love. Whether they give you the response, the feedback of love, it doesn't matter. You don't expect love back. You just give it freely with no expectation. Where there's injury, let me sow pardon and forgiveness. There are people out there who are suffering because they are resentful to themselves for non-self-forgiveness, or people have hurt them and they cannot let go. Flood them with peace, with love, and the spirit of forgiveness and reconciliation. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody's growing and evolving. Bless them with forgiveness and the ability to let go. So be it. It could be ourselves. Forgive yourself. Forgive those who have hurt us. Everybody's growing. So be it. Where there's doubt, let me sow faith. Where there's despair, let me sow hope. Bless the entire earth. Bless the United States, especially the ones who are being affected by the pandemic, with hope and with faith. The ones who are sick, let their bodies be filled with healing light. The caregivers, doctors, nurses, healthcare professionals, the essential workers, flood them with divine healing light and especially with divine protection. So be it. Many being affected with their jobs and their finances, bless them with financial healing. So it is. Relationship healing for many who have been affected. Bless them with a new hope and a new faith that life will get better. Life will improve. Everything is subject to change. No matter how unpleasant or how bad it is, this too shall pass. Bless every person, every being with hope and with faith and a better tomorrow. So be it. So be it. Where there's darkness, let me sow spiritual light. Many are in darkness or ignorant of their true spiritual nature, a being of light, a spiritual being having a journey in this earthly life. But this is not their permanent home. So whatever they're going through, good or bad, just extract and learn the lessons and learn through it and move through it. So be it. Bless them with spiritual light, a spiritual knowing of their true nature. And where there is sadness, let me sow joy. Be aware of your heart, be aware of your hands. Flood the earth with peace, with love, with a spirit of forgiveness, with hope and with faith, with light and lots of joy. So be it. Now gently be aware of your heart. Take a deep breath. Be aware of your crown. Exhale. Stay there. Just be aware of your crown. Be aware of your hands. Flood the earth with golden light. From the heart of God, through my entire being, may every person, every being on earth be blessed with loving kindness. Let all be blessed with great joy and happiness, with understanding, harmony, and divine peace. May all be blessed. So be it. From the heart of God, may every person, every being be blessed with love and kindness. Bless your family with love and kindness. Your relatives and friends with love and with kindness. The people you work with, love, unconditional love and kindness to themselves and to others. Let this energy spread throughout the city, the state, the country, and the entire world. May every person, every being be blessed with love and kindness. So it is. So it is. Now, be aware of your heart and your crown simultaneously. Take a deep breath. Exhale, imagine golden light pouring out of our hands to the earth. Again, be aware of your heart and crown centers. Inhale. Exhale, just pour rivers of golden light to the entire earth. So it is. Maintain that state of oneness and service From the center of the heart of God, through our soul to our entire being, may every person, every being on earth, in the higher worlds, middle worlds, even the lower worlds, let all beings in every dimension and in every direction, above and below, be blessed with God's unconditional love and kindness. Can you feel that? Just flooding the entire earth. From the center of the heart of God, may every person, every being be blessed with inner peace, inner healing. Let all be blessed with understanding, with harmony, goodwill, and the willingness to do good. So be it. May all be blessed now. If you're sensitive, you may feel like almost like things or energy being sucked out of your hand. Just focus on your crown and your heart. Let the energy flow through you. From the center of the heart of God, may all be blessed without exception. So be it. So be it. Now gently lower your hands on your lap, palms up. Be aware of your crown. Imagine a beautiful golden sun, a golden star, a golden flame, your choice, just floating above your crown. Be aware of the love within your heart. Send a stream of love from your heart up to the crown, up into the golden flame, and stay there. Just look at that golden light and listen. You're not the body, you're not the emotion, you're not the thoughts. You are the soul, the spiritual self. That is your true nature, a spiritual being of pure energy and light. You are that light. Om. Om. Allow your awareness to just drift deeper and deeper into that golden light. Your entire being is swimming in this ocean of golden light. You're immersed in this brilliant light. Om. Your entire awareness has melted into this light. You are that light. Stay there. Om. Be still. Be aware of your true nature. And just simply let go and let things be. Now. Any sound, any noise you hear will just gently propel you deeper and deeper into this stillness and nothingness. Now. Let go. awareness to just drift deeper and deeper into that light. Now, may you, the spiritual self, the soul, be immersed in brilliant light. May you, the spiritual self, the soul, be flooded with waves of love, waves and waves of sweetness, waves of ananda, divine bliss and divine ecstasy. Be still and absorb and assimilate now. Just let things be. Be still. Let go. Gently, very slowly, move your fingers, move your toes. Very gently and slowly come back to your body. Take your time. Raise your hands again in blessing. We'll release the excess energies our bodies cannot absorb. First, visualize the people you love in your life. Just imagine them all in front of you. Flood them with golden light. May all of them be blessed with good health, with happiness, with prosperity, and with spirituality. So be it. May all be blessed with peace, love, and happiness. So it is. Bless your job, your career with success, with progress, with abundance and prosperity and advancement. So be it. Visualize your city, your country, flooded with divine healing light. So be it. Let all be blessed. Now be aware of your feet and the base of your spine in your hands, just flood the earth below us with golden light and verbally repeat after me. Let our beloved Mother Earth be blessed with divine light, divine love, and divine power. Let our beloved Mother Earth be healed, regenerated, and revitalized. Blessings be to Mother Earth. So be it, and so it is. Let's give thanks to the Divine Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to all the spiritual elders, holy masters, to all the saints of all traditions, to all the holy archangels, holy angels, and spiritual helpers. Personally, to my teacher, Master Tuakok Sui Mahaguji Mailing, we thank you for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, help, and protection. Thank you for blessing us with the heart to serve. We thank you in full faith, and so it is. All right. We kind of jacked up the energy there. Some of you might have felt it. For if you're new, being in a Chinese body, I just call it special sauce. Go to a Chinese restaurant, they have a special sauce. We just added that extra energy to just kind of send you a little higher. Anyway, so thank you very much for joining me. We'll see you tonight at 6 p.m. California time. That will be 11 hours. I hope I got this right. Anyway, 6 p.m. You figure it out. You can watch this. You can search it. Okay. And I think that's it. So if you're joining us, welcome. It's Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 10 a.m., 6 p.m. If you don't mind leaving us some comments, let us know. If you're on Instagram, I think whatever you guys are typing here, that's thank you, but I can't really pay attention to it because I'm guiding you guys. Afterwards, it all disappears. So you're welcome to leave a comment. And if you're on Facebook, same thing. And in YouTube, you're also on YouTube, go ahead and do that. And if you're in the Panic Healing or Machiko.org, you're welcome to send us email or go to these platforms and give us some feedback. We always love to hear from you so we can adjust. If I'm screwing up and doing some bad, I want to correct it. If we're doing well, we want to hear from you so we know how to expand it even further. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for